Part 1 of the Pokémon Scarlet and Pokémon Violet DLC is out, and this will be a short and spoiler-free review of it. All footage you'll see is from the trailer, so don't worry, you won't see anything you couldn't see before. So hey, I'm not so a strainer, and what about the Teal mask? Let's get into it. I'll start by the negatives, which, to be fair, is just one. Kitakami is a place that is more full than Paldea. This, in a smaller area, I'd say Kitakami is probably around a quarter of Paldea, makes it so the frame drop issues are more pronounced in more areas than in the main game. I think no one expected that part of the game to be fixed at this point. We had our FPS patch, it made some areas better, but that's it. Let's hope that future games are better in the technical department. They did fix the box issues though, so things are a lot smoother there at least. After this, honestly, I have nothing bad to say about the DLC. The Teal mask is 100 times better than the Yellow Armor ever was and does a way better job at making you care about what you're playing through. So let's start with the region. Kitakami, like I said, is around a quarter of Paldea, but feels like a lot more considering how many different areas with a different personality they fit in it. It is also a lot more vibrant, and I couldn't help but to feel a bit of a Johto and Hisuian vibe to it. It really has that nostalgic, traditional feeling. It is a place with lore, and it really feels like it. It is a cozy region we're exploring. The music also does a wonderful job complementing this, and it has a bit of a Legend of Zelda vibe to it in some areas, almost reminding me of the Kokiri Forest theme. It really feels like home, even though we've never been there before. There's also another amazing theme that ties a lot of things together and really keeps the mystery alive. No spoilers though, so find it for yourself. Now of course you're also asking, how long is the DLC? I'd say that if you play just the main story without any exploration, you'll have around 3 hours of gameplay, which is 1 hour more than the Yellow Armor. I did this for content reasons, as I wanted to have a formed idea of the plot to start thinking about new theories, but I'll likely spend a lot more hours now finishing side quests and completing the Pokédex. You can easily spend over 5 hours if you do everything instead of focusing on just one point. But what about the plot? It has a lot to live up to, as it follows the Scarlet and Violet plot, which was a very interesting one, and honestly, it does a really good job at it. From the get-go, they waste no time capturing your attention as if using a Master Ball. The pacing is great and they introduce some new information that makes everything even more appealing. Not only for Part 1, but also for Part 2 and beyond. And we're not even in Kitakami yet. When we're there and get to know the new characters, Carmine and Kieran, they instantly show us their personality through their actions and lack of actions, building up to an interesting back and forth in our relationship with each of them. Ogerpon and the Loyal Three's plot is also an interesting tale that ties the whole DLC together nicely and introduces some lore into the mix while also leaving some cool mysteries. Now, tying into my last video, how was the level scaling? Well, it's just like I thought it would be, kinda like Sword and Shield was. Since I had beaten the game already, I was met with high 50s, low 60s to begin with, and then it went up to the 70s as far as I've played. So it basically is the way I expected it to be. They did try to make some battles more challenging though, so you will notice that as well. But overall, I really enjoyed the main plot of the DLC, its characters and the lore it introduced. The Pokemon selection is also incredibly nostalgic, and I found myself smiling often as I spotted old friends in the middle of a region that had such a familiar vibe, not only due to the architecture, but also due to how the music made me feel. I really love Kitakami, and I think they did a wonderful job with it. The technical issues are noticeable when in areas that have a lot of trees, moving water or tall grass, so you will notice them without a doubt. Still, this is a fantastic expansion for our adventure in Paldea, and an awesome stepping stone for our adventure in the Indigo Disk as well. I just wish it was a little bit longer, but oh well. And that is all I have for you today, just my thoughts on the DLC so far, but what about you? Have you played the DLC already? If so, how do you feel about it? Let me know in the comments down below. And now, like the video if you like it, dislike if you don't, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Pokemon content, and also ring the bell so you know when the next video is out. You can follow me on social media and Twitch, I stream there Wednesday to Sunday, not Saturday, or join our Discord, all the links are in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one.